Hi, welcome to the Coffee Chat Show here on Buzzing Pattaya, and today I'm delighted to be sat outside Patrick's Steakhouse, which is in the Soy Diana Arcade. Now, who else should I be sat with here than other than the main man himself, Patrick? Patrick, welcome to the show, sir.
You're welcome.
Now, before we talk about your iconic restaurant, and it is a very well known, very well respected restaurant, there's a lot more about you than what people probably know. So I want to just go back and dig around a little bit, if I may. Firstly, how long have you been here in Pattaya?
31 years in January.
31? You don't look 31.
No, I know. I did my best.
See, look, oh no, I know. He's modest, isn't it? I mean, so you came to Pattaya 31 years ago. I mean, tell me a bit about yourself, Patrick. What brought you to Pattaya? Why are you here?
Well, I was jobless in Belgium, and I had no job, and then had an opportunity to come here as a military advisor. Okay. And I had a contract here with the Thai Special Forces to train 1 year. And after that, I had no more job. Then I came to Pattaya, and I had my backpack, underwear, socks, t-shirts, and with 2,000 baht.
Wow.
And my first job was in the Siren Bar in the side of the walking street. And my first job was 150 baht a day.
Wow.
Just to sit there in the bar and talk to the customers.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, going back all that time, I mean, what was Walking Street like back then?
Wow, that was completely different. Completely different. You could still park there in those days.
Really?
You still park the car there, and it's still crowded.
And back in the day was like Soy Bacau and LK Metro. When was that as established as it is now?
No, Soy Bacau was just a small street with the Thai shops in there, and third road didn't exist.
Wow.
It was a sandy road.
Wow. So you've seen some changes then?
Oh yeah. Everything's changed so much, but it's changed for the better. I'm not talking about the COVID, but now we're more developed. We have more things and better opportunities for better quality for the people and everything. Before in the old days, you have to go just to Foodland. That's the only thing that exists in days.
Wow. And I'm guessing when you came to Pattaya, and please bear with me, this may sound like a stupid question, but I'm leading into something here. I mean, obviously you flew here, correct?
Yes.
Now, fortunately, as I say now, because obviously you've lived to tell the tale, you had quite an experience in the airplane, didn't you?
Yeah, I did a skydiving. I was a cameraman for the skydiving team here in 2000 till 2005. And in 2003 we had a malfunction in the airplane, and we crashed with 9 people. Everybody survived. Just some scratches and some broken bones and everything, but we all survived.
I mean, what was going through your mind? I mean, without stating the obvious.
The moment himself, you don't know what's happening. You complete. I was excited because I never had that before.
Can you believe that? Patrick just said he's excited. The plane's about to hit the ground and he's excited.
Yeah, well, it was weird. But after that, the aftershock you have. When I take a shower after, then I start crying, and because the emotions come out after, then you realize what's happening.
Well, you must have been petrified without knowing you were petrified.
Oh yes, but the week after we jumped C-130 in Hua Hin. Yeah, we had to do that to get rid of the fear.
Come on, let's be honest. So, I mean, I'm thinking about how I would comprehend that situation. So we've crashed. I've been very lucky to be able to tell the tale, and the next week
we jumped.
Up you go again. I mean, really?
Big plane.
I mean, did you have any thought about it?
Yeah, well, we had all skydivers around us. We were the three guys who were in the crash. We went together to in Hua Hin in the C-130, and we jumped all together with the other skydivers around us, and we jumped out like that. Crazy.
My lord. and without being like too explicit, how were you feeling when you jumped out?
Yeah, but now I still have some fear when I go plane to a certain height. I still have that.
Yeah.
I heard something that's scary, Wow. But you get over it.
Because I mean, as well as obviously the flying incident, I mean, you've been heavily involved in boxing over the years, haven't you?
Yeah, I did some charity fights here in Thailand, and everything we win from the fight, we gave to the. One time I gave to the kids born with AIDS, to the AIDS center. We gave like 100,000 baht. Amazing. And then the other fights I did, everything I went to charity.
Well, that's fantastic. And putting you on the spot now. Obviously, you've got a boxing history. You enjoy boxing. Best boxer of all time?
Best boxer of all time for me.
See, I've got him now. He's thinking. Wasn't expecting that question, was you?
Yeah, for me, the best boxer now for the moment for me, Lomachenko.
Okay, Lomachenko. Now, nice shout. That's a nice shout.
That's for me the best one for the moment. The most exciting boxer.
Okay, well, all right. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, prolific boxer and very, very skilled. I mean, away from the boxing, you do a lot of charity work. I know that. I mean, would you explain a bit more about the charity work you do, please?
We have a motorbike club, the Black Sheep MC, and every year we do charity. Like this year we help you for the charity, and the years before I did a school that burned down in Tak. We helped them for 2 years to build up the school.
Amazing.
And the last charity we did was the old people in Chiang Mai.
Wow. I mean, that's fantastic. And, you know, obviously this year you're kindly going to help with the Bang Crew Jar charity that we're supporting. I mean, it takes a lot more than just raising money, doesn't it? It's a lot more involved than people realise.
Yeah, but the thing is, like a bikers club have sometimes a bad image, and we in Pattaya now we have a bikers union, and we all bikers club together. Every month we come together and we discuss things we can do for charity, things we can do better for the community, and then that's what I respect about all the bikers here.
Yeah, and when you talk about bikers, forgive me if I'm getting this wrong, but what's the criteria? If I ride a motorcycle and I want to come and join your club, what's the criteria to become a member with you guys?
The member, this is there's a law, some rules in bikers clubs.
Okay, no mopeds?
No, that doesn't matter. A biker is a biker. You have a 500cc Yamaha, you have a Harley from 1700cc. A biker is a biker, you know.
What about a 125 Nuvo?
No, that's not involved.
You can't join with the 125 Nuvo.
No.
I mean, but all jokes aside, in terms of if we want to join I mean, obviously we'll put the links to the motorcycle club down below in the description. But if someone's watching this that likes to ride bikes, has got a reasonably sized good bike, what's the kind of situation in terms of how they can join you guys?
Yeah, there's always a period, a hang around period. Like for the most of the clubs it's 6 months, sometimes a year. Then you become a prospect, and then do another 6 months or a year. Depends what kind of clubs you do. But you have to be good in the club. You have to click in the club.
Okay.
If you don't click, it's not for everybody to be in a bikers club.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody.
And in terms of the bike rides that you do go, I mean, where do you travel to around Thailand? How far do you guys go?
2 times a year we do go to Chiang Mai.
Oh,
But sometimes we look the left side, we go around, and then we come back in the middle, or we go the right side and we come back in the middle. It depends. The 2 times we do the different sizes.
So you negotiate Bangkok then, because that's awful, isn't it?
Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. And the worst thing is, when you're back in Chonburi, when you hit the road, then you're back in Chonburi. For sure, the worst roads in whole Thailand.
Yeah, I go with that. I must admit, I've got a bike myself and I ride up to Karat and stuff. Yeah. And absolutely. The minute you get back, there's holes and there's it is terrible. All right, that's great to catch up with you, but I want to talk to you now about the restaurant because I've been here 10 years now, and I've always known about Patrick's Steakhouse. I've always known you had a fantastic reputation. Tell me a bit about the restaurant. When you came here, you mentioned earlier you were here assigned to the armed forces, etc. Where's the transition from the armed forces across to a very, very well-known steakhouse?
First, they asked me to be manager in a guest house. So I went over from this 150 baht a day to 3,000 baht a week with lodgement and drinks and food and everything. And I had to manage the place, and we start because I love cooking. It's my hobby. So I started making dishes, special Belgian specialties.
Nice.
And slowly, we have only 3 tables. So slowly we got more and more people coming. So I took the first floor. I put 6 tables in there, 24 chairs, and then there was my restaurant upstairs.
Wow.
But I had a bar with girls working in there, and with purple lamps and pink lamps, and so grandmother not really the right location to have a steakhouse. So I wasn't a steakhouse, I was just a Patrick's Belgian restaurant.
Yeah.
And then I looked for another location. I came in the arcade here, and in the arcade there were only 3 shops here. Me, the Rosarine there, and the shop on the corner, and the rest was all empty.
Wow.
It was like a garage where you park your car,
Wow.
in the old days, and there was nothing here. But you can see, if you go to my website, my personal website, you can see all the pictures from the restaurant before.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah. Well, what we'll do is if you send me some of those, we'll post those pictures here as well, and visit Patrick's website. We'll put the link in the description. So there was just 3 places here, and it was just open.
I started where My Way was before. My Way there I started, and then the second part for my restaurant here, there's the 2 units. I made a pub, so you can eat there and drink there. But then I had the opportunity to take this unit, and then I make a hole in the wall. So we went to my restaurant 1 unit to the pub next door. But then I drank too much, and I said I cannot handle this no more. In that pub, there was a skydive pub. We put a harness on the ceiling, put people in there with a poutine, drinking 1 liter beer and all kind of thing.
Oh no!
So it was
crazy times.
good times, but crazy.
Yeah.
Too much drinking. So I decided, no, I make one restaurant.
And I mean, when you say it like that, I mean, you're very modest. You haven't just made a restaurant. Let's be honest. I mean, the Steakhouse is well known throughout the whole of Pattaya. I mean, what do you feel is the key to the success? What makes Patrick's Steakhouse here in Pattaya so special that people just keep coming back time and time again?
Quality.
Okay.
Quality is the most important thing. Okay, sometimes it's more expensive, but you cannot have cheap and quality. That's not work together. If you keep your same quality and steady the whole year, plus good service, clean plates, presented plates, all kind of things like that, then you keep people come back.
And in terms of the steaks, I mean, you know, I've been very fortunate. I've eaten here myself, and it's been absolutely top quality. In terms of like your own personal knowledge of what you sell here, I mean, what is your most popular dish?
Most popular dish now is my trio steak. There's 3 pieces from Australia, New Zealand, and Australia, Argentina, and US. And so people come in the first time and they try the 3 steaks, and then the next time they come back, they can order that steak
They
they
pick
like
the
the
one
most.
they liked. Okay.
That's one of the tricks we do. And also one of my best steaks for the moment is my Chateaubriand for 2 person. And now I have a good Nevada filet Angus from the States.
Wow.
And this one you can eat with a spoon. You don't need a knife. So tender.
You're making me hungry. And I mean, fair play to you. And, you know, and I can say from personal experience, I have eaten here before, long before I even knew Patrick. So this isn't me just saying it, but it was top quality. And as you know, I can't say the steaks were superb. They really were brilliant. And fair play to you for doing those.
Thank you very much.
And in terms of the steaks, obviously, with a steak, you've got to have a good beer, haven't you? Let's be honest.
Sure.
Well, I have
That's
anyway.
one of the examples.
Yeah, I mean, but you don't just stop like the normal Sing Leo and all that stuff. I mean, you've got some proper
Yeah,
beer. I
we
mean,
have
talk
some
to me a bit about your beers.
Proper Belgian beers. I got the 12 different ones because we can go to 100 if you want to, but I don't have stock. But I took the most known beers for to sell here.
Yeah. And some of them are quite strong, aren't they?
Oh yeah, there's some of them. Yeah.
Do you feel like you're skydiving when you've had those?
Yeah, I suggest eat something first and then get the Belgian beer.
See, that's why you sell steak. You eat your steak first, then you drink your beer.
Yeah, sure.
And in terms of like opening times and stuff, I mean, how many days a week are you open?
Yeah,
What times do you open
we
right now?
7 days a week because I still do the business with my ex-wife here, and so we have each our 3 days in the week.
Right.
So we each work 4 days or 3 days, you know. And
Rotate it round.
we open every day in the week till Friday, with Friday from 3 o'clock till 10, and then the weekends from 12 o'clock. Saturday, Sunday we open 12 o'clock afternoon.
Right, okay. Now, spinning away from Patrick's Steakhouse, there's another little gem up your sleeve, isn't there, that you're just about to launch as we sit here talking?
Yeah, well, I had something in my mind, and I needed a location, and so I succeeded after 4 months, hard work and headaches with workers and all kind of stuff. We opened a new Spanish restaurant.
Brilliant,
Yeah.
brilliant.
In the same street.
Yeah, it's just up there, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be fortunate enough on Monday. I will be going to the restaurant, and I will do a video for you. So again, you can check out this fantastic new venture that Patrick's doing. And if it's anything like your steaks, I'm sure it's going to be a huge success.
It's a complete different concept. It's all Spanish specialities, all kind of. We got 15 different tapas. Then we have some main courses. We have the pluma steak. We have all kind of things over there.
Wow, sounds fantastic.
And it calls Don Pepe. That's the name of the restaurant.
Okay, brilliant. All right, well, it sounds fantastic, and I wish you all the best with that one because
Thank you very much.
I'm
It's
sure
not
if
easy.
it follows this trade here that you've got with Patch, I'm sure it will be a success.
I do it with a partner. I have a partner over there,
Yeah.
so we can share the job.
So, just coming off track now, nearly coming to a close here. Just want to ask you a couple more questions. Right now, obviously, we're suffering hugely with the COVID situation, and you know it's been a very, very tough year. And you know it shows the quality of what you have here in terms of the fact that you're still going, you're still open, and you're still able to survive. I mean, what do you feel the future is right now in terms of where we're going to be, and how long is it going to be before people come?
I believe in that vaccine. As soon the vaccine is going to be distributed to all the people, and then they're gonna say, Thailand, you can come if you have a vaccine. That's what I'm gonna think. I think it's gonna take 3-4 months.
Another 3-4 months.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. One last question,
Yes.
and you're sitting there looking at me thinking, what's he going to ask me? I really don't know. So I want you to imagine you're on the phone, you're talking to somebody that's never ever been to Pattaya before, and he's asked you the question on the phone, Patrick, what's it like? What advice could you give me? What would you say?
Don't fall in love.
There you go. That's brilliant advice.
That's rule number one. Rule number one. And rule number 3 is
don't fall in
don't
love.
fall in love.
Brilliant. Well, listen, Patrick, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, so that's it for me here on the
Now
Coffee
it's
Chat.
time to open the drink the beer.
But what I will do is I'll put all the description in everything you need to know in the links down and in the description below. Please take a look. You know, there's a lot going on. Don't forget, I will be going to the Spanish restaurant opening on Monday, and I'm sure that will be fantastic. And again, I will bring a video to you for that, so you can have a look at that. And if you are in the mood for a beautiful steak, great surroundings, lovely different beers, come down, have a chat to Patrick. He's normally here. He's a fantastic guy, really nice. Happy to sit down and chat to all of you. So come and say hello to this wonderful man and enjoy some fantastic steaks. All right, guys, that's it from me. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, and please remember, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to be notified when we bring out a new video, please hit the bell icon. All right, wherever you are in the world,
cheers.
Stay safe.